The Citizens Club of Springfield is a great organization that allows for you, the citizens of Springfield, to talk policy and to get the latest on what's happening in and around the area of Springfield. And joining us right now to talk about an upcoming forum they've got with Springfield Mayor Misty Buscher, John Kelker with the Citizens Club of Springfield with us. Good morning, John. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, Greg. I'm fine.
Good to hear. So, of course, Misty Buscher has been mayor of the city of Springfield for 2 months, and she's got one disaster under her belt so far. I take it that's going to dominate a lot of the conversation, but what else are you guys going to tackle?
We certainly are going to ask about the storm and the city's response, but this had really been scheduled before that. So that's not the primary focus. We really want to look at what the new mayor's priorities are for the city, and ask what some of our expectations should be in terms of what's coming in the next 4 years.
So obviously, a new administration comes with new directors and a new focus. Last night, we already heard a little bit of a change of direction when it comes to a measure that was brought forward to relieve the debts that's on a particular property that a property owner racked up in fines and fees and a lien on the property. And Mayor Misty Buscher said, hey, the previous administration would do this unilaterally, but any debt forgiveness under the Buscher administration is going to deal with allowing for the city council to have a say in this type of debt forgiveness. I imagine there's a whole host of other things. What are some of the topics you plan on broaching?
We certainly want to talk about the downtown area, and that's vital to our community. Would like to hear her thoughts, not only on downtown, but economic development in totality. What would make it easier for developers? What would make it easier? Or how can our community work towards bringing major employment to the community? Want to talk about some diversity issues. I know this is something she's interested and wants to be involved with. And that includes with our postgraduate educational institutions, we'd love to see more young people stay in Springfield. And I'd be curious if the mayor has people on her team with a similar interest.
You know, when we talk about economic development, John, there seems to be a lot of focus on the medical district and encouraging more investment there. I've always heard, though, from residents, they want to see more manufacturing. What are some of the other industries you think that Mayor Buscher at least has indicated that we could see invest in Springfield?
I don't know any specifics, but I've lived in Springfield now for 27 years. The fact that we're at the intersection of 72 and 55 in the center of the United States, I've just always wondered why we wouldn't have more manufacturing, something to complement our agricultural business. And more, we know that not everyone is choosing to go on to college and get a 4-year degree. So what are the kind of corporations or economic development that could come that also, lifts the entire community in terms of our employment and our income?
John Kelker with us. He is president of the Citizens Club of Springfield, talking about an upcoming forum that they're going to have with Mayor Misty Buscher, the mayor of Springfield. Give us the details on that. When should people head over to the Hoagland Center for the Arts?
The program, we host something the fourth Friday of every month. So this month in July, it's the 28th. We have coffee out starting at 7:30. The program starts promptly at 8, and we are out of there by 9. Certainly there are people who will stay and have conversations, but if you're on your way to work or can stop in quickly before you get your day started, we would love to have more people. If I can, this is a voluntary effort, but we do encourage, and I will invite people to join us. It's only $30 a year, and that simply helps us make sure that we have the infrastructure at the Hoagland to bring these wonderful programs each month.
And these programs definitely important when it comes to the conversations being had about policies impacting the city of Springfield. Talk about some of the previous forums you guys have held and the important conversations that are being had.
Sure. And many of us, if you drive anywhere downtown, you know that the Capitol is being redeveloped. We had a full presentation from the architect down there. She presented what that new facility is going to look like, the new security, the impact it's going to have on Springfield. That was outstanding. Just last month, again, before we had a real disaster here in Springfield, we had our fire department present a what if scenario. And in that case, it was a what if an oil tanker is in an accident on I-55 near the intersection with Stevenson Drive. Just a for instance, because we know of how many chemicals and different things go down 55. That was outstanding to see the level our police, our police and fire department are prepared to go to. Um, it's really wide ranging. Um, we had 2 months ago the changes in media. Where do people get local media? Because we've seen, coverage reduced from newspapers and different things. So things that are on people's minds.
No question. And John, if people can't make the presentation coming up with the Citizens Club of Springfield, or if they want to be able to find previous conversations that the Citizens Club's had, where can they access those?
They can access them on our Facebook page. They can also contact us via email if they're interested. But I want to throw a compliment out to the city of Springfield. For a number of years, they actually record our programs and they make them available on their cable network. Periodically, they rotate them in, but that's what we use. And if you come to our Facebook page, you'll be able to see all of the previous programs and catch up on things. And again, the one on the Capitol was very interesting. And also, almost a year ago, we're aware of what the city's going to do for the Route 66 celebration that doesn't take place till 2026. But that program from our director, Scott Dahl, was very enjoyable.
So obviously a lot of good, important conversations to be had. The Citizens Club of Springfield, John Kelker's president. Tell us where we can get more information and where people can sign up to join.
If you would, the easiest is to email us, and I'm going to give that email address, citizensclubofspringfield@gmail.com. Let us know you're interested. We'll add you to our email list, and you'll get updates on what activities the club has and how you can come and enjoy.
John Kelker with the Citizens Club of Springfield, greatly appreciate you taking the time with us today. Good luck in that forum with Springfield Mayor Misty Buscher. Give us the date and time one last time here.
One last time, July 28th, we are at the Hoagland Center for the Arts. Coffee at 7:30. The program starts at 8 a.m.
John Kelker, greatly appreciated. Thanks so much, and